Hey everyone, Mark the Movie Man here. Welcome to the Final Cut. So glad you could join us today. I've got one for you, an independent, dramatic thriller, I guess you could say it, with some horror elements in it. The film is called Self-Driver, and it is from director Michael Piero. And we get the story of Dee, who's a family man who's working this Uber-type job and dealing with a lot of difficult people, and he's just really questioning his choices. He got in a bad situation after he lost his job, and so he's trying to make ends meet and failing to support his wife and child. Well, when he runs across an individual who has a new app that provides a new type of service that's similar to Uber, but its clientele is far more selective, Dee decides it's too good of money to pass up. But as soon as he takes the job and gets the app, he realizes that he's gotten into some very dark, nefarious things, and we look at how he questions whether he is going to give up his morals and his beliefs in order to make some major cash in the evening that he needs. Yeah, Self-Driver is really a great exploration of just how far you will go to earn money to, support your family, but, how much is too much, and when do you have to draw the line at what you believe versus what you can earn? And we explore that in here, and I thought that was a really interesting way to do it. Now, they get very creative with this new service that Dee ends up signing up for. It's similar to an Uber service, only it services those in the underworld, basically. No questions asked, don't talk to the customer type of, just drive us from point A to point B. And yeah, the Dee character really struggling with some of this, following the rules and realizing what he's gotten himself into and whether or not he should take himself out. Dee is played by Nathaniel Chadwick, who does a great job of bringing layers to a character here. This guy who, he's struggling with a lot of stuff. And you feel that. You feel this guy's tension. You feel this guy's conflict. Mainly because the way the film is shot is all pretty much from his car, whether we're looking out the windows or we're looking in the back seat of who's getting in the car. It stays within the car, so it stays claustrophobic, but it also stays intimate to Dee. So we're right there with him as these wild and dark things are going on in the back of his car sometimes, or in front of his car, or just outside of his visual range. So yeah, there's a lot of interesting themes carried on here. We get a character named Bro, just named Bro, is played by Reese Priestley. I loved his character quite a bit. Reese does a good job here of just giving this character who's dark yet humorous, and you're not quite sure what he does. He tells about some things of what he does as far as his job and that, but it's almost like too much information. Like, you're sitting there and going, I don't want to know, man. I don't want to know what you're involved in. So, but played very well. But all the characters that Dee runs across are very interesting. They're dark. They've got a little bit of story to them that's told through their actions and dialogue. And I like that. And there's a really tense moment where Dee has to commit an act per the app or lose money, and it's brutal. There's just a little bit of soundtrack to it, but the sound and what he has to do, you're just like, oh my God, man, just get out of there. Just get out of that situation. Money's worth it, right? And I liked how it resolved as well. It really gives you some food for thought in some true indie spirit. They're making a lot with a little, and having this talent in front and behind the camera helps keep the story compelling when it isn't that complicated of a setup as far as the shoot or its premise. So thank you so much for watching. If you have seen Self-Driver, I'd love to hear your constructive thoughts on it. I think it's very worth your while if you like a character-driven piece and indie film, all taking place in pretty much one location. This one's going to be for you. So thank you. Please subscribe, like, and bells and whistles and all that here. I thank you for your support, and until next time, remember, keep that ticket stub.